to get started. How is everybody? A good start. Woo! How's everybody doing today? Awesome. This room still looks great. What a great weekend with Santa. Who sat on his lap? I did. You got a little scared when I came in hot. I'm sitting on your lap. Nice. Took my picture. They photoshopped it. Took some chins out of it. Fantastic. So let's get started. Off to the agenda. We practiced. So we got some awesome highlights from November. I'm going to take you through some announcements. The COTG committee, they've got some great updates and kind of a recap of the weekend, which was fantastic. Favorite spot of mine, the Did You Know, is going to be the distribution center today. And the team I know is warming up and back out there. It's going to be quite the show, I heard. So it's going to be good. And then Employee of the Month. So let's get started. I want to take you guys through some pretty cool wins and highlights from November. In no real order here, the East, the downtown team out of the Loop office, had an amazing November. They did $2.1 million for the month. It was a great job on that. Want to highlight some of the wins in the East? Ingredion, this current account of ours, they re-signed with us for $1 million. And then also within that agreement, there was a $2,700 a month print contract. They also secured Janice Henderson, total of $400,000. And then out of IOTG, they signed a $6,100 a month MPS contract. So it was a fantastic job by the East, a great month. So a round of applause for that. And then in the West, Trustmark, great customer of ours, $600,000 win. They also secured network services for $100,000. And this is really exciting. This is Open Door Clinic. This is our first net new managed network services account. So I think you've heard me talk about it a little bit. It's a kind of an added value that we're doing for our customers. Mark Curtin is in the house. He's at Open Door. We're going to close the door at Open Door. So him and team are there right now. And managed network services, it's a whole offering that we will go into an organization and really be their IT help desk. I know I'm really short, cut this thing short for what they do, but they'll be the IT help desk. They'll be the one point of contact for troubleshooting. So what we've been able to do is with Open Door, they've turned all that over to us. And it's about $10,000 a month. And it's a really big deal because now we can go into an organization, we can sell all of their technology to them, and then we can be that one-stop shop resource and be literally their IT help desk. So what it means for us as an organization is, we then have a partnership that is very deep and very strong. And actually, it allows customers that don't have those resources to partner with us. So it is a wildly exciting future for us into 2018. We have a whole team now that is on managed network services, and their funnel is over $150,000 a month in recurring revenue that they're looking at closing. So this is the first win of very many that you're going to hear in Q1, but it's awesome for the company, so it was a really big win. So a round of applause for the West. This is one really cool win that I want to highlight. Bob, I'm sure there'll be a few details that I left out, but I'd like you to chime in on this one. This is a really cool win for the education team. $1.2 million rewrite of business at a school district, and I'm going to short cycle the whole awesome story, but it was due to the relationship and how the team proposed the new proposal that they were able to get board approval without going to public bid. So there's a whole team involved. Bob, who all were on the team? And I want to highlight a couple of the folks.
So Fitz was a huge help in that piece. Myself and then Paula were the main contacts on it. But the strategy was really, they had a 5-year lease with us, and 2.5 years in, machines were having some problems, excessive service calls, and we had to go to tell them that the machines are basically shot that we need another $1.2 million. So as a customer, if you were one, you'd probably be like, this is crazy, you sold me machines, it's hopefully going to last 5 years, and they didn't. but really just giving them the real data, really showing them a nice spreadsheet, which I thought Vince did an unbelievable job in that, and really just giving them the truth of what we, what they need to do to improve their business and efficiency, and how our service department can actually perform better by the right size machines in the account. There was also a competitor that actually used to work at that account too, which was really brilliant because we took it right away from them also. So really just goes to show you who we are. Great job to the service team, Paula's team, it was great, and it was a great win actually. So,
Yeah, it really sums up who we are as COTG, because this is a win that has culminated. The customer's been a customer for several years, somewhat of a demanding customer.
Most
I just quoted this.
So most of them went in here and interviewed various departments in here. It's Alan from Oswego, he was in a few times. Actually, I think he met with a bunch of groups, just kind of like interviewing our employees and our processes and our departments. So yeah, it was a big win.
So it's a really cool story that they just re-signed with us, not having to go to bid because of the confidence they have with us and what the team was able to put together. So congratulations to the education. So on to some other November highlights. Great news. We sold $5.4 million in copiers. I always like to put this up. What does that mean? 450 copiers. That's like enough copiers to go around the building several times. It was just amazing the amount of volume that we sent out in the month of November. And it looks like December will be another great month for us. But we did $5.4 million in copiers over prior year. Great growth. Overall, 94% to plan. So, great November. Thanks for everyone's hard work. It was a huge push right up to the end. I know the shop was working. They pumped out a lot of copiers. I think 90% of the business went out in the last 2 days. So, we asked the sales team to sell a little bit more of, month, the beginning of the month. They're going to work on that. But looks like we're going to have another great December. So thank you for all your hard work. With that, we want to highlight some of the announcements. I know Bob and the committee, I can't thank the team enough. Who was here on Saturday? Was that not cool? That Santa rocked. It didn't smell like cigarettes and alcohol. At least that was the Santa I remember when I was a kid. The rest smelled weird. Well, that was phenomenal. The room in here was amazing. The volunteers did an incredible job. It's just a great day. I know Bob and the team are going to take you through some of the highlights. Another announcement, right next door. We haven't named it yet. For lack of better words, it's called the Employee Lounge. If you haven't put your head in there, and this is for everyone to utilize, if you want to have a team meeting in there, or if you just want time to spend in there, we've got ping pong tables, dart boards in there. More to come. It's just kind of ever evolving. On the one wall, they painted the wall talk that you write on there, either chalk or the whiteboard. So it's kind of a cool room that's evolving into an employee lounge. So please take advantage of it. Upcoming in January, we will not have the kickoff here. We'll be at Bolingbrook. That'll be on the 12th. So mark your calendar. We'll send out an invite for that. That's going to be the all company-wide kickoff meeting in January. It'll be quite the show. So with that, Bob, come on up.
Absolutely, thank you. Hello, everybody. Can I have Crystal and Jenny come up for a few seconds, please? So as we announced earlier that these are our two project managers, which I thought they did an incredible job. Thank you very much. We're going to have more study time, but any quick couple of comments that you may have before
I think it's great. What did you guys think about Breakfast with Santa? I agree with Dan. Santa was amazing.
Yes.
Good.
And Mrs. Claus.
And Mrs. Claus.
She rocked it.
We had about 225 people that attended. And just to let you guys know, we are not doing the Easter Bunny in April. So, Halloween and Christmas.
That was actually a popular request, so everybody want to know we're going to turn the house and the
St. Patrick's Day, can we have a little?
It's a, yeah, it's kind of funny.
So we had a lot of volunteers outside of the committee too. We actually had a Team B committee, which was Lil's group pretty much, and they did an excellent job helping us decorate. They did the demo room, so we have a lot of creative people at COTG working here, so thank you to you guys too for helping out with the demo room.
Good. All right, let's start off. First of all, Friday's Cube Contest. I'd like to thank everybody. I thought the place looked amazing. Again, we got tons of great feedback on it. Dan got to do a quick run through and gave us some feedback on the way the place looked also, which was great.
Then I left the state.
Yeah, he wanted no part of the winners. But anyway, the 4 winners are as follows. Overall best display, accounts payable. I'm sorry, accounts receivable. Oh my God. I'm entitled to one. Best Christmas theme, specialized billing. Most enchanted Christmas theme, HR. Most traditional display, customer care center. Actually, that's pretty neat, right? First time they've entered and they're a winner. Great job, call center. It's awesome. Most creative Santa display, billing and leasing. So great job here. Big round of applause. Obviously, Saturday wouldn't have been as big a success as it was if we didn't have the place decorated. I mean, it's just all the feedback we got was just the place was amazing. Some of the comments, I wish I could work here. My company doesn't do anything like this. I'm glad that we got the families involved. And the other ones that were missing, that was...
Kids were like, this is the most amazing thing I've ever seen. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, that's good. All right, next up, ugly sweater contest. Ta-da! All right, ugliest is Michael and Nicole Bully. They actually won a travel basket. I'll get out of it right there. Uglier sweater, Greg Reynolds. Ugly sweater, Jamie. Won the crock pot basket. And funniest sweater is John Dickout. And there he is right there. Outdoor fire pit basket. So great job. Big round of applause, everybody. All right, now, hopefully I don't forget anybody. Long list. I want to make sure that we truly did thank everybody. It took, as Dan says, a village or an army to make this thing happen. I believe it was a very successful event. It was probably the most organized one. We're learning as we do each one of these. We're getting better and better. But special thanks to Crystal and Jenny as being the project managers, heading it up. Thank you. Employee committee, 15 members. I'm going to get to your names shortly. The 4 elves, Santa's helper. We recognize them too. That was actually kind of... Did anybody see the world's giant elf? Kind of amazing. Scary, actually. John and Charles as our helpers in all of our events. Michael and Tracy Buckman. Is Michael here? Not here. He's probably still cooking. As I mentioned before, is big thanks to these folks. They actually worked at their American Legion and actually did all the cooking. We were shuttling food back and forth. They were at the American Legion at like 5 o'clock in the morning and started cooking. So they truly did an amazing job. Fortunately, they ran out of time to get back to the event, but they enjoyed actually doing the cooking, and they were excited about the invite. So special thanks to those folks too. And the entire team at Lockport American Legion, they donated some of their dishes and warmers and things to us for the event. Mr. and Mrs. Claus, as you mentioned, thought they did amazing. They looked amazing. Got a lot of great feedback on them. And can't forget HR. Did we like their special donations? Oh, yeah. It was a big hit, so we definitely thank you. That was probably the best feedback that we got. We do more of that. Can I trade in my GoPro for a couple of days? It was kind of fun. Next one, volunteers, I mentioned. We call this that's been all our decorators, B-team, a little bit of everything. So we have Sharon, Jenny, Jean, Aaron, Mary, Lil, Jennifer, Michael, and Tyler. These are the folks that helped out a variety of different areas, but we're there also for Saturday for the event, which was great. Thank you very much. And then the volunteers that I mentioned right here, that was the ones this is the ones that actually helped also on Saturday. Sheriff, was that? Sharon, Jenny, Jean, Aaron. Aaron is our official game person, by the way. We've nominated her. She did an amazing job with kids.
She had a suggestion though, for the
She did?
adults, yeah, next year,
What's that?
they should have cocktail bar. for that. She made one request, I think it was mimosas. She was about 1 hour into the craft table. She's like, there should be adult water. I go, adult children, no, with vodka.
Yeah,
Okay there, help.
that was probably the second most requested
Yeah.
besides more promotion hits.
Yeah.
Was an adult event afterwards.
Yeah.
That was interesting. Lil, Jen Bamba, Michael Bersinger from sales, which is always nice to see, and Tyler Martinkus. Some of the family members we want to make sure that we thank. Jennifer, Samantha, and Ryan Jackson, which is Andy's family. Dan, which is Jenny's family. Brianna, which is actually Don and I's daughter. Ed, which is Jean's husband. He is an unbelievable food server, by the way, so he's in. We've nominated him for the next 12 months. Laura from Peloton, everybody knows her in the back. She did a really great job on the karaoke machine with the kids. And Chris Nugent, which is actually your husband. So appreciate all the help. It was amazing. We used them all, and they did a really great job. Special decorating committee. These folks are amazing. That's all I gotta say. I mean, they turned this place into scary to unbelievable in 30 days. Definitely want to announce Mary Wake Up, Anne Marie, Jen, Sharon, Jean, Gina Battaglia, Carrie, Katrina, Jennifer Borkus, and Betty, which was your mother-in-law. That was awesome. You recruited everyone. I'm like, oh, who's that lady? No, she was working making crafts. That's all that mattered. But surely, I can't thank everybody enough. It definitely would not have been a success with all the volunteers, all the people. I can't believe how many hours and how much work these folks put into it. And like I was telling everybody that we did tours for, 90% of that stuff was handmade. That to me is a big difference. We just didn't run out and spend $20,000 on a bunch of stuff that we bought. It was truly, truly handmade. You guys were hiding out in offices. Next thing you know, comes a box, stuff's all made up. It's truly, truly amazing. Great job. Thank you. Big round of applause for everybody. Just some of the winners that we didn't get a chance to do, we actually did earlier in the week. Actually pulled by HR, so it was official. Denise Lanik won the breakfast with Santa toy drop-off. It's a $50 gift card. I'll drop that off on your desk, Denise. And Sedona Powers. Look at me smiling already. Look at that. She wins a $100 Toys R Us gift card. So that was everybody that did all the events, had all the stamps. When they walked out, tore off the bottom, put it in there. Just had a separate raffle just for actually coming out. And obviously we do it with a Toys R Us gift card. It's truly amazing. So it's one less gift you got to buy this weekend. On the bottom here, as always, if you can give any kind of feedback, I know we say it often, we do use it, we talk about it, we read every single one of them, we learn from them, we have no problem. Constructive criticism is great, it gives us a better product at the end, I believe. You can drop them off in the committee box or send it to the committee email box. We'll keep it confidential, I promise. And January, so everybody wanted to take a break in January because they worked very, very hard. So I convinced them we should do 2 small events, which they never turn out very small, right? They always end up being big anyway. But we're going to do bingo, backed by popular demand, by the way. That's going to be January 12th. And then we're going to do the hot cocoa cart coming to a cubicle near you on the 26th.
We're going to have to change that.
To kick off.
We're going to have to change that.
Wow.
We didn't know.
You guys are paying attention, there was a text. We never know if you guys are watching, so we slipped a few in there. Yeah.
You got to check with the committee, man.
Yeah. I'll move the kickoff. Guess I lose.
Or let's see which one they want to go to. Yours or ours,
Like I said, I'll move the kickoff.
all right, we're going to date change it. Sure. Any other questions on the event? Future? Nothing? Great? Enjoyed it? How about one more big round of applause for everybody?
Thank you, Bob. Thank you, team. It was truly an amazing event. So without further ado, this is a great spot in the town hall, about did you know, get to know new departments and other departments. But the distribution center, I'm gonna give a few highlights. I would say on any given week, we have 2, maybe 3 tours come through here. And you see the folks come through and we take them through the call center, and we take them through the office and we give them the background. And then we go into the distribution center. And the comments that I've heard from customers, it's nicer than CDW's warehouse. I had one customer tell me that it was nicer, which is a little concerning. They were in the hotel and they went to one of their distributors of food and they go, it's cleaner than the food distribution. That's alliance. Like, okay, thank you. Like, I don't know what I'll tell you. So the compliments are endless on the efficiency of the organization. The output that comes out of there is awesome. So the team is well run as a group and as a true team. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over, and Brian, you can take us through it?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
I didn't expect that. And thank you for that feedback. It means a lot to us. We came back there. We've been really crazy busy lately, in the quarter. So I am Brian O'Connor, and the DC manager, district manager. A lot of you know it as the warehouse. We are obviously the distribution center. We're part of the operations department. It consists of 6 people. Pretty much the gist of what we do is 3 things: shipping, receiving, and picking. And I'll get all into that in a little bit. Our responsibility is basically to ensure that everything comes through our dock and leaves our dock. So we're very responsible for all the gear that comes in, supplies that come in and leave the dock. In between all that, we're very responsible for managing it all and inventorying it as well. So a lot of you work with us very closely, and our inventory works with us very closely in a lot of other departments. And you know what we do, you know what we're about. If you've been back in the warehouse, some of your jobs entitled that you are in the warehouse, so you know what we do. A lot of you have it. And probably the only time you've been in the warehouse is Halloween, and, which is great.
It doesn't look like that all the time.
I was just about to say, FYI, we usually don't have body hanging in the bathrooms. He's not usually on the ground, usually. But we enjoyed that. We enjoyed it. You guys enjoyed it. But really, those who don't know really what we do, I think a fair perception, maybe 80% of the perception people don't know, would be, those are the guys that jump on the forklifts all day. They push the copiers. They get our paper requests 3 days after we put it in. So it's a lot more than that too. Like I said, shipping, receiving, and picking, but there's a lot more in details. There's a lot. We're very report driven back there. We rely on our reports as checks and balances to ensure that the customer gets what they need from the time the product hits the dock all the way to when it goes out the door. And there's a lot in between that too, so I'll get into that in a little bit. What I want to do, without further ado, I do want to announce my team to you guys. The guys that make it happen, I tell you what, I am a very lucky manager to have a group of guys like this. These guys are absolutely amazing. They always come through in the clutch when we need them, especially in busy times like lately. And as great as workers they are, they're even better people. So give me 1 second. I got to get everything going right now. I guarantee you, you're not going to forget this. You won't forget who they are.
Yeah, but Brian's going to pull their names up first.
I hope I do this right on the spot right now. So I guarantee you, after this, if you don't know now, you will know. So.
HR is in the room. I don't know what's going on in the room next door. Just saying, Brian, life's full of decisions. Tell him, look away.
In case you don't know what they do or who they are, a little fun fact and how long they've been here. So Joe, go ahead and take it away for us.
How you doing? My name is Joe Camacho. I've been with the company for 9.5 years now. Started in the inventory control department for 5 years, and then transitioned over to the warehouse. I currently take care of all of the copy machine orders with a little bit of help from my peers as well. And fun fact about myself is I'm a mobile DJ on the weekends.
How you doing?
I'm Brian Baumgartner. I've been here in April, it'll be 5 years. I do receiving and call tags. And a little fun fact is I love to play golf.
My name is Brian Ruby. I've been here for 17 years. I'm a UPS shipper. And the fun fact, I like to watch Part 2 with the auditors after work.
What's going on, everyone? I'm Joshua Weir.
What up, Josh?
I've been here 2 years. I'm a shipper over in UPS, and my fun facts are that I own a professional grade bee suit. I don't work with bees though. I just am spontaneous. I love squirrels. I love them. My favorite sport to play is paintball.
It doesn't get any more fun than squirrels.
Fun fact, squirrels.
Hi everyone, Alex Silva, as Brian said, I'm a warehouse supervisor. I started out in inventory control, I started out in parts, then went over to inventory control, and then now I'm in the warehouse. Fun fact about me, if you play me in Mario Kart, do not let me pick Peach. I will beat you every time.
Now you know there's about 9 Brians in the warehouse. They're all 6'2". Everyone's tall except me and Joe. So, you know, it's okay, Joe. Everyone's 6'2", but us. It's okay. Nothing wrong with being short. So let's give these guys another hand. Lately, we've been crazy, busy, but you always come through in the clutch. I really appreciate your hard work. So thank you guys so much. Did I say you never forget it? Yeah. All right. So next slide. All right. So our goal in DC is to provide a consistent level of excellent service and quality control to our internal and external customers. So basically, the reason why we're all here is to provide for our customers, our external customers, which is very important. It's our goal as well. But in addition to that, our internal customers are just as important. So who's our internal customers? You guys are. You know, we work very closely with a few departments. Inventory, you showed me some love earlier, I love it. Supplies team as well. Oh yeah. AP, I know you guys love us right now. AP, shop.
Everybody loves it. They're all getting their Amazon package.
So, you guys are just as important to us as our external customers because without you, we can't do what we do. So we really appreciate what you guys do for us as well. So, like I said before, in the beginning, shipping, receiving, and picking is basically the 3 just of what we do. So I'm just going to run through a few numbers. I know everyone's time is a little valuable right now with the quarter going on. So the comments have to take too much time. So shipping. Basically 95% of what we ship is based off of UPS. The other 5 is based off of inventory ship-outs and sister company purchases through inventory control. Now Mark Brunthal is, where are you, Mark? There you are. I thought you were over there. Mark Brunthal with transportation. So basically shipping, it works through supplies. We deal with the supplies team. Where's supplies at? Oh, I was going to showcase them, but that's okay. So we were, there's Andy. Hey, Andy. All right, so we work very closely with the supplies team, with our UPS. They basically will put in the live orders and print them off to us. We'll then go ahead and pick it, put it on our conveyor. Brian and Josh are our all-stars in shipping. They'll go ahead and ship it, put it on a skid, and then UPS comes daily to pick up everything. So that's basically the gist of UPS shipping. Now, on average, we ship about, a little under 21,000 packages per quarter. This is an average quarter. That's off of 16,914 sales orders, just above, below 17,000. That comes out to about $1.5 million worth of supplies per quarter that we ship, and about 41,000, just under 41,000 toners shipped per quarter. So daily, we do about, I don't know, 400 packages a day, give or take. That turns out to be about 275 to 300 SOs a day. This also includes, we do ship parts. We ship out tech restocks and service calls as well. So a lot implemented into our shipping. So we'll go on to receiving. Now, receiving is a very vital part of our process. Very important what we do. Because not only if we receive something wrong or something goes wrong in receiving, not only does it affect us, it affects most of you, for sure. It'll affect inventory, and it'll affect our inventory counts. It'll affect, it'll just have everyone stand still from what they're doing. So our goal is to receive everything in a fast and efficient way, for sure. With receiving, it starts with Brian B., who is our receiver, as he told you. So the freight will come to the dock. There's 3 types of freight. FTL, which is full truckloads. It's what we've been dealing with a lot lately through Xerox. LTL is the less than truckloads, which is partial skids, here and there, 5 to 7 skids at a time, or even less. And our parcels are basically FedEx and UPS. Parcels just come daily. Bulls tickets, Blackhawks tickets, Amazon packages, that's all new. All the mailroom stuff, all the good stuff. So Brian B. will go ahead and receive gear off the packing list, which he will then match up with the PO in the system. It's very important that we, it's not just about receiving it, but we have to go through our process as well. It's about bidding equipment. It's about transfers, doing it correctly. So all these processes are into one. It's not just as easy as taking it off the dock and throwing it on the shelf. We have to go through all these processes to make sure the customer gets what they need when they call upon. That's the most important part. So we average about $7.5 million per year of equipment and supplies received. This is an average quarter. I'll get into the last line in a little bit. It's not this quarter for sure, but that averages about 54,000 pieces received, and about 90% of that is supplies. So your average quarter is $7.5 million. Starting December 4th through the 14th, busiest time, really busy quarter, we received over $4.5 million in equipment and supplies. 10 full trailers of equipment. So if you guys don't know what a trailer is, you know those big 53-foot long trucks that are in your parking spots at 8 a.m. every time? That's a trailer. So that's what we're doing. So the 10 trailers in 2 weeks. So you got $7.5 million per quarter. That's half right now, 4.5 in 2 weeks. Crazy. So we usually carry about, 5.5 million average quarter. We're about 9.2 right now without non-serialized. With non-serialized, we are at about 10 million. So just crazy how much we've been receiving. Yeah, so that's basically just receiving. We have a very extremely busy end of quarter. So now, receiving. We receive all this stuff. Where does it go? Sales orders. Goes on in sales orders. So Joe Camacho is our order picker. Like I said with Brian, there's more of a process than just pulling the gear. Inventory will set up the orders for us. We'll go in an EA. We'll pull the orders. And then Joe, not only does he pull the order, he will make sure the serial number is correct. He will make sure that the bidding is correct in the system. And basically, we'll pull the orders, and then we'll send them to the shop when we're done pulling. The shop will go ahead and set them up, and they'll go out to our customers via Fideltone, who's our driving service. So 33% of equipment we pull for sales orders monthly. It's pulled in the last week of the month, with the exception of this month. I think it's flip-flop. So average under 3,000 items pulled per quarter. That's mainframes and accessories combined. We average 1,400 sales orders pulled per quarter, and we pulled approximately 253 sales orders in the first 2 weeks of December, which came out to about 257 mainframes in the first 2 weeks of December. So, recycling. Bob, I'm going to help me out with this one.
Did all of that transactions that you mentioned, which is also outstanding. So great job.
So, I want to have you help me out with this last side. I know you looked at the very last
okay.
second, so I want to get you involved in this.
Oh.
So, recycling. So,
Nice notice.
well, hey, So, for you, those of you who have been in the back of the warehouse, you probably have noticed the 3 big loud machines that we have that is used for our recycling. Now, before we moved to this building, we had no method of recycling. It was just 2 big dumpsters outside our warehouse door, and just free for all, throw whatever in there. And you know, we got the thing when we moved in the new building, get some recycling gear in here for sure. So we use 3 balers that recycle cardboard, plastic, styrofoam. Since we've been using, we saved approximately 1,400 trees in 2016 just by using this recycling process. We recycle approximately 90 tons per year with cardboard, styrofoam, and plastic. I'm going to let you take this last line. We cut our waste management College State.
A couple things really cool. This is a great stat right here. I mean, 90 tons per year. One stat that we also track, which is, I think, even really more cool than that one, is 98.6% of our trash, including post-consumer, gets recycled. So that means that we have true facts on that, because we use the same company that's doing our recycling is actually watching our regular trash also. So basically, all we're putting into the landfill is post-consumer right now.
Correct.
But so 98.6. So big hand to everybody. That's awesome. Our landlords love it too, because how about every Monday morning we have to spend the guys outside for a good hour and a half and clean up all the cardboard within the park. Because it would be blowing around all within the cardboard and the styrofoam. But this one, and we use this too as a big piece of our tours. They started coming in asking us, hey, how green is your company? And Dan and I used to joke, we're actually used to be brown. We're like, oh yeah, we recycle, we're green. Now we can actually show it, prove it. We have the stats that actually show it. So we're doing the right thing for the environment also. We're doing the right thing. And I think customers want to pair up with somebody that's actually environmentally friendly, to be honest with you. So Brian started to mention this one. Our garbage bill, you can validate this one, used to be $150,000 a year. Current today, it's $10,000 a year. So we saved $140,000 in trash. One number that's not on here, it's about $1,500 a month that we sell these items that we recycle to a recycling company that actually, folks that did tours with us, the styrofoam goes to the company that makes the picture frames for Walmart and Target. And we're doing clear plastics and then cardboard. So it's pretty cool stuff you guys are doing. It's a great stat. Keeps the place clean, and we're doing the right thing for everybody. So great job. Thank you.
All right, so the very last thing I want to do, we're going to try to get this to go. This is a video.
It's kind of
All right, we'll go with it. So this is a video. This is a video that I kind of put together, and you know, I can sit here and tell you how busy we are. You can look at numbers all you want, but this is actually a physical picture right here of what we do, video, what we do at the end of quarter. So it's supposed to be a little faster. It's a little time-lapse video. Greg is going to actually put it on Facebook. If you guys follow COTG on Facebook, we'll put it on there on Facebook if you want to check it out. There's some music behind it as well. So it's just hard right now to stream videos in this room. So basically, it's a nice inside peek of what we do on the quarters and how we unbox the equipment and how much we do pull. So, but yeah, that's basically it. You know, if you want to check it out, Greg, I don't know, you're probably posting on Facebook in the next future. Okay, sounds good. So yeah, that's basically it. So I want to thank everyone for taking time out and listening to me talk. If you guys have any questions on anything, my door is always open. The warehouse door might not be open, but my door is.
I feel like you left me out of the day.
Just call you.
Yeah, Lil and I want a redo on our presentation.
Wow. Tough act to follow.
So, yeah, thank you all. I appreciate everything.
So one of the biggest and then the best on efficiencies. And what they did there in the first 2 weeks, that could be a quarter for some other quarters. So a round of applause. Thank you. And on top of all that, clearly one customer thinks you're cleaner than one of their food providers. So,
That's a compliment, I'll take that.
yeah, they keep it a clean house. So well done. And great show. Nice job, guys. So without further ado, we'll get off to the Employee Choice Awards for November. Drum roll, please, for the Service Department. Zach Henninger. He's also a male model on the weekends. For some creepy 70s furniture. Zach, you're on the phone. I'm just going to get this off of social media. Want me to Rico. So, Zach is a let's do a bio. Zach's a project manager and a fashion model on the weekends. Zach is a project manager for us, who's probably on site. It's pretty crazy for the team right now. So we'll make sure that we get the award out to Zach and coach him on the next picture. It's awesome. I love it. Put that on the lobby. Fantastic. So, for Employee of the Month Administration, drum roll please. Melissa Johnson. Thank you, Melissa. Here you go. Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you. Awesome. And for operations, drum roll please. Employee of the Month, Anthony Kresick. Anthony. Awesome. And then everyone will be entered into the drawing for the President's Club, which will be wildly exciting, and the Employees of the Month. So that's great. So with that, thank you everyone. And with close, we are COTG. That's great.